Hi everyone, this is Jaak here. Another month has come to pass, and as the tradition goes, we'll make a summary of September. But before we get down to business, make sure to watch this video to the end, because I will be sharing some really important information in the end. And of course, for your own protection, first and foremost, we'll read out the risk disclaimer, which is about 1 minute in length. There is a substantial risk of loss associated with trading Forex, binary options, stocks, or equities, collectively asset classes. Only risk capital should be used for trading. Trading in any asset classes is not appropriate for everyone. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. No representation is being made that investors will make profits or will not sustain losses. Before trading any asset classes, investors should consult with their professional broker, financial advisor, or financial consultant to determine whether trading asset classes is appropriate. Investors who trade in any asset classes should only do so if the capital used for this purpose represents funds that an investor can afford to lose without any adverse effect impacting the investor's lifestyle. No trading strategy or methodology is without risk of loss. No trading strategy is risk-free, and no trading strategy can guarantee profits or freedom from losses. Investors risk losing the cost to execute any transaction, including associated commissions or fees. You should carefully consider whether trading in any asset class is appropriate for you in light of your investment experience and financial resources. Any trading decisions you make are solely your responsibility and at your own risk. None of the statements or materials in the AUVORIA chat room constitute a solicitation or recommendation to buy or sell. So let's start the September summary with Crypto Advantage. So in Crypto Advantage we have two different tools. We have the Dart Trader, where there's a manual trader trading your funds, and then the other one is called, I call it at least, Dart Dex, because what it does, it offers liquidity to different decentralized exchanges, well-known exchanges by the way, where commissions are generated, and then these commissions count as profits for people who have put money into this pool. Wow, that was a long sentence. So anyway, Dart Dex did about 1% in September, and Dart Trader did a little below 4%, which brings Dart Dex to around 15% profit for the year, and Dart Trader brings it up to 56% profit for this year, which is actually really good. Now, continuing with EAs, we have 3 EAs actually on the platform, but I will be talking about 2 of them right now. So what I will be talking about is Kraitos and Flash. Kraitos did around 0% for September, at least the account that I'm monitoring, but for this year that account is up 51.84%, which is actually pretty good considering the current season. Flash did about 3.5%, which brings it up to 95% profit for the year 2023. For some people this might be outrageous or even completely crazy, or it might sound like a scam, but these are the numbers. You can take them for whatever you want. Now, when it comes to Kraitos actually had a launch of the latest version, which includes some features for anti-sour grapes, because right now it actually is the sour grapes season, and it also has now proper trailing stop losses, which increases the upside, and there's also a drawdown notification feature. For all the different features and how to set up Kraitos, there's a separate video. I have put a link in the description of this video, so you can go and check it out, see for yourself what has changed, what has been updated. My own Kraitos account managed to rake in about 5% profit for September, but of course I'm doing a little bit of manual, trade closing sometimes to increase the profit levels. Now, last but not least, let's talk about social trading. So in social trading we have 4 different, basically they work like hedge funds, where somebody puts in money into their broker account, and then this broker account is linked to like a fund, like a huge PAM account that is managed by either EAs or manual trading, or a combination of these two. Now, Fingo Pro 1, the latest Fingo Pro we have in AUVORIA did around 16% profit in September, which is really good right off the bat, which brings its profit to about 20% for this year. Just bear in mind that Fingo Pro 1 has been active for about 2 months now, a little over 2 months. Fingo Pro 2, yes, Fingo Pro 2 took a huge loss actually, and it was a calculated loss because there was a drawdown, and the drawdown was getting close to a margin call. So the the profit that had been made so far, which was over 70% profit for this year, so this profit was used to close out the drawdown, and now there's like a blank sheet continuing for Fingo Pro 2. I still have funds in Fingo Pro 2, and I will continue having funds in Fingo Pro 2. Why is that? The main reason is because of the 70% profit made prior. So it shows that the trader on Fingo Pro 2 can work with large drawdown, meaning that he has quite good risk tolerance, quite good stress tolerance, because he was making 70% profit over about half a year period while it was in large drawdown. So I have a lot of faith in Fingo Pro 2, and I will certainly continue using it. The people who will continue using Fingo Pro 2 can be more certain that these strategies and these systems have been built to last for a long time. So this is what the AUVORIA Prime is about. It's about building a legacy. So Fingo Pro 4 is right now, I would say, in the worst position comparatively, but all in all, I still have funds in there, and I will continue having funds in there. So in September it took a loss of about 3% because it's managing the drawdown right now, and it had a loss in August. And I would say the main reason why it took a loss in September is because it had a bigger loss in August, which resulted in the drawdown being proportionally too big for the account. So now there's just drawdown management going on, but I still have faith in it because there was kind of a similar situation, I think it was in May this year, where it also had a large portion of drawdown and it came out of it. And this is mainly because of gold and also the US dollar increasing in value by a large margin. And right now it seems like there might be a time for reversal. So let's see how it plays out. And last but not least, Fingo Pro 5, which made about a 1% for September. And for this year, this adds up to around 17% profit. Also bear in mind that Fingo Pro 5 is quite conservative, so it was not taking any trades for some time, just to avoid the current market conditions. So as I promised in the beginning of the video, there's something I want to share with you. There's two different things. One of them is the current state of the market, which is, let's call it sour grapes in English. There's a period each year in Forex, at least one period, sometimes there's more, where it's really difficult for the retail trader, like we are, like AUVORIA Prime is offering the solutions. It's difficult because there's two things happening at the same time in the market. One of them is there's consolidation, meaning that there's very little movement, there's very little, momentum, very little action going on. And the second thing is when the action happens, there's a lot of stop loss hunting, a lot of wicking out of trades. There's a lot of, setting up traps for the retail trader. So if the trader is, let's say, new or even a little bit experienced, they can experience periods where there's lots of drawdown and it happens for an extended period of time, or there's very sudden, very rapid and strong movements that play with the trader's emotions, and this can cause the trader to panic and make incorrect decisions, so basically losing money in the end. And these periods, they happen every year. There's quite a few different reasons why these happen, and I will make another video about it, why these things happen, what's going on. But just the traders and also people who use EAs have to bear in mind that there are these periods each year in the Forex market, and they usually start in June or July and they last up to August or September. And there's a December is also one of these months usually, and then early spring, let's say half of January, sometimes February, sometimes a little bit of March is also a period where there is a lot of consolidation, a lot of tricking of the retail trader. So the trader has to be aware of these things happening, and the strategies for getting through these periods, of course, you have to have nerves of steel. If you don't have any experience, then probably it's better if you use EAs and use the EAs more conservatively than you would usually do, because there's going to be drawdown and there might be trades that will be taking losses. Now, the second thing I wanted to talk about is AUVORIA Prime's live event, which is happening in London on the 18th of November this year. Make sure to sign up for this event. I will put the link in the description so we can actually meet in person and have a good chat, so you can see the real people behind AUVORIA Prime, the people who are in AUVORIA Prime, and you can share with them your experiences. You can ask questions live from real people, not just online like I'm doing these YouTube videos here. And I would be glad to meet you there at the event. So until